What's up, guys? It's Yungavelle here. I hope you guys have been great. Today I want to talk about what's been happening in my life recently. Lately I've been having a lot of positive change that's basically commanded my attention, so it's been a little bit challenging to hop on and make videos as frequently as I have been. But I'm still here, and I'm still going to be uploading and keeping you abreast of the positive transformations as I keep manifesting, and it's been amazing. So, and it's interesting because the whole topic of this video is how I attribute this to semen retention, and it's not because of like some airy-fairy thing. I think it's the concept behind that, along with the fact that that's your life force. Cultivating that, it really has changed things for me, and now I can see the changes that have happened and what has happened up to this point. I can see that those changes were incremental, but now where I'm at, since this is like the end of the year, I can see that those incremental changes have resulted in magnitudinal success. I don't even know if magnitudinal is the right word, but in magnitudes. So that's basically what's been happening. Like, my finances have changed. My what I believe is possible for myself has changed, and I think that's, if not, that's one of the biggest things, if not the biggest thing that has really started shaping in my day-to-day perspective and my constant energy output. Because you know what you're just getting, the universe is responding to you, you know, God or whatever. This is your world, you know. This is your the world is your oyster. So whatever you put out, you're getting back. So as I'm cultivating this discipline and this life force within myself, I'm realizing that anything is possible for myself. Anything. And it's causing me to make bigger decisions for myself in my day-to-day personal life, and have a grander vision for myself than what I thought is possible. And it's interesting because when you have those big visions, you're met with a wall. You're met with a wall of belief that you have to essentially go beyond. You have to go beyond that wall of belief, and it takes time. It takes looking at those belief systems and having the courage to say, that's just a belief system. That's just a conditioned pattern, and that's not representative of what I want. You know, I want more than that, and I can have more than that. That's the key. Knowing what's possible for yourself, because that's going to determine the filter of what you perceive when the opportunities come. So you open up your filter, you're able to jump on those opportunities, and it takes a level of fearlessness. Like my buddy was saying the other day, I think it was yesterday, I was on the phone with him, and he was like, it's interesting because these moves that we're making now, they take a level of fearlessness. And I was like, yeah, that's spot on. I've been feeling the same way. And but what I've been thinking of is like, we've come this far already, and you know, the famous quote, you know, walk by faith, not by sight. And it's true. You have to walk by faith, because what you see around you is not representative of everything that's happening behind the scenes. It's not representative of the fact that the bigger picture, God, yes, the bigger picture is real. God is real, and God, the creator, the creative force, is supporting you. It has our back. So this may not, what you see around you may not be representative of that at that time, but I promise you, once you align with that internally, you move by faith and not by sight, it will ease you. It will ease you as you go about, and you confront the doubts and the fears within, and all that. So that's something that's been, you know, that's a thought pattern that's been I've been using, and it's been helping me to stay aligned with those these manifestations that are coming. Because when you question, like when you have doubts and you let those doubts linger, you let those doubts grow, it'll drop you out of alignment with what you're trying to bring about for yourself. So little things like walk by faith, not by sight. And God has my back. Krishna has my back no matter what. No matter what, I'll be all right. Commanding the energy, the universe, that everything is going to work out in your favor. Remember, you are the creative force. And these are all, I attribute all these new mindsets to the fact that I'm not so frivolous with my sexual energy anymore. Like we said before, your sexual energy is your creative energy. It's your creative life force. So the more you cultivate that, it infiltrates your mindset and it infiltrates the way you interact with reality. You start to come from a more creative, you're the creator, you assume that position. You have to assume that role if you really want things to change, or else you will just be washed away with the happenings of life, and you won't really reap the fruit of life and everything that's your potential. We have so much potential inside of us. We are like gold nuggets that are just, we have so much to give if we could just tap it. And cultivation of the life force, discipline, because this is where it's coming down to, discipline and consistency. Those are the things that are going to help flower that fruit of your potential. That's the soil that's going to help flower the fruit of your potential, and you're going to see it. Just try it. You're going to see it. I mean, you don't have to try it, but I've only started this for maybe like almost a year. I'm coming up on like 300 days or something in like 2 weeks or something like that. I forgot. And just that short span of my lifetime, has been amazing. And I am just so thankful that I'm able to be on this path and able to have learned the things that I have and continue to want to learn, and the opportunities, they keep coming. And even in the times where it's hard, there are times where it's not so action-packed, and quiet time, be within yourself. Use that discipline, and how can you still utilize your quiet space to help move you forward? These are all thoughts that I didn't have before. In that quiet time, I would, okay, let me just fap, let me just fap so I could feel good. It's different now. It's different. It's way more productive. It's way more silent, It is what it needs to be in order for me. It's a conducive space for growth. Because I remember I was with my friend for the past week, and I was sharing with her something that I had come across from, believe it or not, a family of Sasquatch. Yeah, I'm going to keep it 100 on this channel. I'm going to keep it 100. And if it's too crazy, oh well, deal with it. Believe what you want, I don't care. Sasquatch is another name for Bigfoot. Bigfoot is actually a race of being. Sasquatch. That's why the Yeti, you have the Yeti in the north, abominable snowman, and Sat Bigfoot, and they're all the same species of being, but they're scattered throughout the planet, obviously. So this guy, he lives close to the woods in one of them, and he became friends with one of them. They speak telepathically, obviously. He rarely sees them, but he knows that they're there because he can feel them, and sometimes he'll see them. So they're higher dimensional beings, so they pop in and out of this reality at will. That's why nobody will ever catch one. These all scientists on Animal Planet trying to catch Bigfoot and all that. Such a limited perspective, but this is where we're at as a species, and if you're awake, you just got to deal with it. They were saying to the guy, they were like, life is just growth. It's just constant change. It's just the friction of growth. And they had friction of growth in capital letters, because that's all it is. That's all God, consciousness, the universe, that's all we are. It's growth itself. This is our process. This is what we do. This is what we do. this is what we do. We grow. This whole process that everyone is going through, it's just the friction of growth. And if you can remember that in your times of quiet and your times of hardship, it will help you. It will help you a lot, because it frames things. It puts things in perspective. So that's powerful. That's a powerful. I was talking with my friend the other day, and we build on a lot of conscious topics, and the friction of growth came up, and it really helped. It really helped frame what we were talking about. Let me see. Make sure I touched on everything that I wanted to touch on today. Yeah, my circle has upgraded in quality. Like my circle of people around here, that I've upgraded in quality. I'm not settling for low vibe quality, conversations or whatever, or associations. I'm not settling for that, and it's great because it's allowed me to attract the people that are of higher quality into my circle. So I enjoy that, and I think the main thing is, along with confidence, obviously that's an added benefit. The confidence that has helped me in this space and with these to act on these opportunities that are coming, that I may think are like, oh no, that's too much for me. That's too much big of a risk, or like, I got the confidence because I have so much momentum behind me now that I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it and see what happens. I'm gonna see what happens, because I walk by faith, not by sight. And yeah, man, that's really what I wanted to share. The journey continues. This is growth. This is what we do. So it's every day counts, and you got to give 100% to the day. Even if you falter, count it. Learn from it, and that counts as a step forward. So like they say, there's like a saying that's like the Great Wall of China was built one brick at a time. So one movement at a time. The movements are going to be incremental, but when you get further along in a span of time, you'll see that your success has grown in magnitudes. That's just how it works. It's amazing. So I hope you guys have gotten some from this video. If you got some, you know the deal. Share, like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, remember, a greater perspective can lead to a greater connection. Peace.